Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays Banished. Seeing these resources here has made me realize that maybe I'm a big idiot, and my goal should be to produce a stockpile next to the quarry. Maybe like right here, for example. Instead of producing a storage barn, which doesn't store raw materials, it stores food, clothes, textiles, and tools, whereas stockpiles store, oh, this does need to be removed. That sucks so hard, because if I just place it like a little bit to the right, there wouldn't even need to, or there wouldn't be a need for a builder to be there. But these hold raw resources, so we probably want to put like a stockpile here and a stockpile. Do we have a forester's lodge here? No, just hunting. And okay, that's fine. This is fine. But next to this forester's lodge up here, we should probably put another stockpile, like right here. Is something going to need to be moved? Two things do need to be removed, but that's okay. And now we just wait for our population to tick up a little bit, because obviously we are running a little bit low on many resources, mostly population amongst them. We need a blacksmith, we need more laborers, we need more builders, but luckily we do have some houses that should start producing children for us very, very shortly. And of course, the more people we have of, you know, fecund age, the more people we will actually be able to create. Because, you know, it just kind of grows logarithmically like that, I guess. Exponentially, logarithmically, something I feel like I probably learned on like my first year calculus class, but I've just forgotten because I don't need to use that information very much when I am a professional YouTuber, even though I'm not doing a very good job of it with Banished so far. But yeah, you can't hold me... The first series, you can hold me accountable. I didn't do very well. But the second series, this one right here... There's no freaking accounting for a tornado just showing up out of nowhere, is there? What am I supposed to do about that? Anyway, market's looking reasonably good here. Quarry's going along. We got 11 stone last year. Party on, Wayne. How about storage barn here? Has got nothing. Storage barn holds food, though, so I guess the gatherer puts it in the barn, and then the laborers take it from the barn to the market. Maybe I don't need as many storage barns as I've been building, but that's okay, because I feel pretty good about our town. How's our fishery doing? Are we low on firewood? Food. Ooh, that's not so good. Fishes could have been better. Gatherers up here, doing a good job. Lots of leather being stored at these places. Yeah, our gatherers are kind of holding it down for now. I think our food just gets a little bit lower as the spring starts, and then it stays fairly consistent throughout the year. Our population hasn't grown at all yet, so we have to just continue kind of waiting here. I am playing on speed 10 anyway, so... we probably want to... Actually, you know what? Our resources, like our raw resources, are kind of okay. What's the next thing we want to build, then? We have a lot of leather. If I check my storage barns, 36 leather, 104 leather. So that tells me that maybe we want to get... after our population grows, we did just have one more population come in, so I'm going to put a blacksmith on here, and you can go up to 100... Let's keep it at 100 tools for our tool limit for now, because I don't want to use all of our iron unnecessarily. And maybe we want to build a tailor. But I almost think we want to maybe get some houses going first. We only have 4 children in the whole town. So sure, why don't we put up another house? This might be a little bit ambitious, but that's okay. We need more population. That's the most important thing for us right now. Now that we have a blacksmith that we can focus on producing tools, our food seems to be fine. Firewood seems to be okay. In fact, what I'm going to do is go up to 200 firewood limit, which is what is the default is, but we have kind of had to cut back a little bit. We need to improve the average happiness of our citizens, so... once we get a tailor down, I think we can start building a trading post, maybe, and start specializing in either trading maybe something cheap like firewood or something a little bit more expensive like warm clothes. We'll see, though. It might be useful to have a stockpile over here as well. They don't necessarily cost anything to build as long as I put them in a good location. Sorry, it's right here. If I just put a stockpile like right here... because there's like wood getting chopped up over here, so I might as well put the stockpile here, and maybe they'll... Nope, they're just gonna walk it all the way back here. Well, we can always like break these stockpiles later, so I'm not feeling too bad about it. And again, I'm still just waiting for a little bit more population, because we can't really do all that I want to do right now. But our town is growing. We have a ton of houses, which is kind of crazy considering that we have so few actual children and population to begin with. We're going to go up with another builder here, because now we have another population just reached adulthood. Apologies that this is taking a little while, but, you know, it's important nonetheless. And again, like, these these stockpiles strike me as being like no lose. It just takes up a little bit of space, and we can always demolish them if they don't actually work. But if they do work, then they really increase the efficiency of the people working there. So I think it's a smart idea to put those up. Again, this game's all about like supply chain management, right? So logs are good. We could use some more iron, and luckily that's the one resource I haven't like completely pillaged from my start here. So why don't we use our laborers to do that? And we actually did just have another population member come of age. So let's open up our job menu. What are we building right now? We just built... Oh, our house is being built. We have enough stone for it. I say we build a tailor, because at least we can export our goods. So we'll go to resource management and then build a tailor up here next to our boarding house. Maybe like a little bit further up so we can put more houses here and they'll be closer to the market. Market's looking all right. Food supply is okay. Population's growing. Maybe a little bit too rapidly, but that's okay. We should pause our... tailor first, because I want this house to get produced. Where's the stone going right now? Where is stone going that it's not going on our wooden house? I'm just trying to think about this. Who uses stone? There's so much stone right here, all you need to do is drag it over into this freaking pile. It should be the easiest thing in the world. This stockpile is exclusively being used for wood, which blows my mind. I don't know if I should just put like a stockpile here or something. It doesn't seem to matter that much, I guess. How much stone are you producing anyway? Could be worse, I guess. There we go. Finally, we've had 8 stone actually come up there. And this house is going to be built, and then we'll unpause our tailor here. Because again, warm clothes maybe not that useful for our population, although it might improve their happiness a little bit if they're not so cold. Might reduce some of the need for firewood and improve their health. Those are all good things, obviously. But mostly, if I start building a shit ton of wooden clothes, then I can... Oh, we had someone die. Parthursa, the stonecutter, was crushed by a rock. Well, she was never the most efficient stonecutter anyway. Reserve of firewood is low. I didn't even notice, but we're actually in winter here. It's actually a great thing that I didn't notice, because that means... things are going totally fine. We're doing well on resources here. Probably should cut or put down another forester's lodge. We lost our population due to death there. Building a cemetery wouldn't be the worst thing in the world to keep the happiness of our people pretty good. But the tailor is going to go up here. We have enough iron? We have enough iron. We have enough stone. More than enough logs. All right, I'm starting to feel like we're really kind of coming back with a bang here. We gotta wait for all of this stuff that I prioritize to get cut down first before the iron starts to be pulled from here. But what does a tailor need? A tailor needs leather, and that might be it. And we have a lot of stored leather. We have 124 in this storage barn, 36 in this storage barn. What are we low on? Firewood. Not a big deal. We have so many logs that they should be able to hold it down here. And no extra leather up here, I guess. Good. So unfortunately, we did lose a population there. Like a population member is what I mean when I say that. Of course, I didn't just completely lose the ability to speak English, but hopefully we are able to get some more coming in soon. There's a decent number of children. They should be becoming adults soon. And again, we enter year 11 with only 25 population. But this time, it's because the tornado happened, you know. A lot of people say the Black Death, you know, the bubonic plague. Let me just get the priority up here before we go off on that tangent. You know, it destroyed or decimated as much as 1/3 of Europe's population. People were like, well, if that hadn't happened, the population of Europe could be as high as maybe like the population of Asia or something now. Of course, you know, the greater population density is, I guess, the more likely famine is to happen, or not famine, but, well, yes, famine, but also diseases to begin with. But ignoring that, the population of Europe could be enormous right now because, you know, if you have, it's like making a retirement plan. The more you invest early, the more you have later, right? The more population you have in year 1, assuming constant growth, the more population you're going to have in year 100. But if we haven't lost half of our population, what are we low on? Food. That's not good. We should not be running low on food. What do you have in your house? You have 549 venison in your house? These guys only have 37. This 13-year-old has, well, still doing okay. Why do you have 500 venison? I want to bulldoze the house and get them to put that back in the market. There's only 133 venison in the whole market. Why? It's when you're eating at a restaurant with someone, you should say, hey, the ocean called, they're running out of venison. Well, that'd be kind of sensical because there shouldn't be very much venison in the ocean to begin with, I guess. But I really hope we're not going to be dealing with a famine anytime soon. Next person that ticks up of age, maybe I'll make them another gatherer down here. They're not producing that much down here, though. Maybe because there's not that much kind of arable land. We could have another... Oh, that's not where I want to be. We could have another gatherer go down here. Here, I mean. How are they doing? Pretty good. That's probably our best gathering hut. We could have another hunter as well. Yeah, this gatherer's hut is terrible. I guess it's because there's like no forest nearby. What we should do is build a forester's lodge here to plant more trees, and that'll make this gatherer actually amazing. So we'll wait until this this tailor is actually finished, which should be, yeah, in mere seconds. And we're gonna have a tailor start working, making hide coats. And then we should really put down a forester's lodge over here, a forester's lodge, because this gatherer's hut is doing jack shit for us. So I think this will really amp up our food production if we get a forester's lodge down like here. I don't want to have the requirement to cut anything down though. So like here instead. Alright. I'm going to prioritize that. We need stone and logs. We have both of those. Something I probably should have done a lot earlier, but you know, I've had things on the go that kind of took my attention. I hope our food's going to be good enough to get us through. Remember, we don't really have seasonal food production, so I feel reasonably good about the fact that, you know, as long as we're still producing okay, we should be fine for the winter. Reserve of food is low. Maybe we should force these guys to eat their fucking venison before we start worrying about how the food production for the whole town is. Seriously, are we just going to consistently get these we're low on food, we're low on food? I should be able to get I should build a police station, and they should be able to go around to people's houses and be like, hey, you know, you have 500 venison in your house. Don't be a dick. Because I don't want these people to die, obviously. I just want them to think about how their actions are affecting the rest of the population here. So, after that tangent, iron, food. Food's alright right now. Iron is low, understandable. We've set our laborer, because we only have one of them, to work on iron production. This forester's lodge is going to get built soon. And that's really good news. We did just have someone become older, so now we have 2 laborers. What's low now? Iron? That's fine. I can live with that. So again, it's kind of like an interim video as we're building our town back up a little bit, but there's some drama in here, as there is wont to be. There we go. We got another... Did my other forester go work up here? That's not it. You need one. We need one forester here, one forester here. I finally figured out how to work those tick boxes. Now, oh, I should get my ledger back up. Food is okay. Maybe want to go easy on the houses for now. Just because we may discover that we're outstripping our ability to produce resources. Our houses are not very efficient right now either. There's nobody in the boarding house, though. Maybe we want to build one more house. How's our clothing situation doing here? We made 28 coats? That's pretty good. Where does that go, to the market? I can't tell. This storage barn? This storage barn? It's somewhere. Maybe people are all wearing them right now. Happiness of our citizens is still pretty bad, though. We probably want to build a cemetery, honestly, at some point, so that our citizens can stop being so sad that people keep dying. Now comes the moment of truth to see if our food production holds up in the winter, and if our firewood holds up as well. Tools are doing fine. We're at like exactly the equilibrium point for tools. We just go a little bit over, then we come a little bit under, and it's a stable equilibrium, which is good. You are planting trees, which is going to make our gatherers produce way better in the future. So look at previous season, 38, 48, 38. That's like, I don't know, just like 120 something, 124, I guess, food. We've already made 80, 80, 40 plus 40. So that's basically 240 right there. Sorry for the weird way I did that math, but hopefully you understand where I was getting at, or getting that from. So yeah, this gathering hut should be way better as a result of this forester's lodge. I think the gathering hut gathers more food proportionally to the number of kind of, you know, trees in the area, basically, because how are you going to gather outside of a forest, ding-dong? Food production's fine. Please tell me you don't still have... You only have 400 venison now, so that's a little bit better. Honestly, I think we can get to work on producing another house over here. And if this is causing our population to grow too rapidly, then I apologize. But we've got a decent amount in supply here, so I feel pretty good. The thing that worries me is, of course, that we only have 5 children. That's what we need to kind of improve upon. We have more than enough logs, more than enough stone. Now, what do we build? Trading post is not the worst idea. How's the quarry's not doing fantastically? I need more population to fill in the quarry, basically. And the impetus for me bringing that up is because I wanted to talk about building a mine as well, because we need more iron. But I can't justify that until we get enough population to at least work our quarry. Because if we can't work our quarry effectively, we're definitely not going to be able to work a quarry and a mine. And why would I prioritize the quarry over the mine? Because it's already fucking built. If I have to build something else, that's another kind of barrier to my entry there, isn't it? So, wooden house is produced. We already have an 11-year-old female living there. She will bear children for us probably pretty soon. And everything's going all right. So now we're entering early spring. I'm just going to pause for a second because we find ourselves for the first time in a long time in kind of a position where we can expand a little bit. We already have a tailor and a blacksmith. What else can we build? We could build, you know, orchards and crops, but I don't have the population to support farming yet. A tavern? Brews alcohol and makes citizens happy. Happy citizens are productive citizens. Maybe we should build a tavern. And we'll build it next to our tailor here, so after you get drunk, you can go shopping. But yeah, our happiness is low. Health is fine, but happiness is low. So maybe providing a little bit of bubbly wouldn't be the worst thing in the world here. Maybe not. Let's be honest. I'm just kind of winging it all. Reserve of food is low. All right, so we should get some more population, and once we get them, start having them work as things like gatherers and hunters. We might want to put like another hunting area over here as well, just because it opens up like a whole new area for us. We already have 2 people hunting up here. How are they doing on an annual basis? Pretty good. 680 venison. We're low on food again. Food. I don't like that. How about our fishing dock? 306 fish a year. We have 2 fishermen. That's not fantastic. This gatherer's hut doing pretty well on an annual basis, I would say. There's no other hunting lodge up here. Do we really only have 1 hunting lodge left? If that's the case, then we should definitely build another one, and that would probably greatly help out with our food production. But first things first, we need more people to come of age, because one of our laborers is now about to become a brewer in the tavern. It's still good. It's a very selfless job. It helps out with our townspeople citizens, our happiness, I should say. So, sure. 500 alcohol limit seems fine. Am I an idiot? We don't have any... I'm an idiot, aren't I? We don't have any orchards, so I guess we'll just not have this work yet. Alright, reserve of food is low. That makes me a dummy. I realize I'm not a clever man, and I apologize for that, but so be it. We find ourselves with a tavern that we can't use yet, but now the population knows that I'm still, you know, interested in making that happen for them eventually. We won't bulldoze it, because hopefully we'll be able to build an orchard soon. I mean, we could build an orchard now, but hopefully we'll be more able to sustain it soon. Just build a hunting cabin, like... I want to put it in an area where I don't have to cut too much down, but this doesn't encompass as much space as I would like, so maybe I'll put it over here. It might take our builders and laborers a while to get that done, though. In the meantime, with 2 laborers, 2 builders, might want to put 1 more gatherer on duty. And where's our best gathering hut here? This one does okay. Our best gathering hut, though, is definitely this one up here. So we're going to put 1 more gatherer up here so that we only have 1 laborer, which is going to slow that production down a lot. But it'll keep our food production high, which is something that we've kind of run into a sore spot with so far. They only have 264 venison now. That's a little bit more even. How's our market doing? 20% full. Could be better, could be worse, but a diverse amount of food is great. People are getting a little less healthy because I think they're getting a little bit more hungry. Hopefully that 1 gatherer is going to start making a difference there. This production on this hunting lodge should be done reasonably soon. Reserve of logs is low. Reserve of food is low. Stone is low. Okay. I need to put my ledger back up here. I'm disappointed because my population is not growing as fast as I want it to. Why don't we just have you laborers here remove like all resources in this area? It's going to take you a long time to do, but that's all right. I need a lot of raw resources right now. Mostly stone and wood, which is what is mostly over here. Doesn't this kind of look like a little tiny American flag? It looks like an American flag draped casket, actually, which is a little bit darker than I meant to go with that joke, but so be it. So we can't produce firewood because we don't have enough wood. Wonder if I should just... You know what? It's probably way faster for us to just kind of put down like a stockpile over here. I mean, they're going to have to carry the resources back anyway, but at least they can chop them faster. So let's put down like a tiny little stockpile like right here. And hopefully it doesn't get completely ravaged. Let's see if this is a good idea or a terrible idea. No, I guess as soon as they cut it down, they just put it in the stockpile and then take it back. Why do I have so many laborers? Like, there's more than 2 people here, absolutely. Alright, so I have no idea if the stockpile is actually effective, but to me it seems like this kind of specialization of labor would improve the rate at which we produce here, but maybe I'm incorrect. Now we can have people that are just gophers and people that are just cutting down trees, so I think that's, in my mind, that seems better anyway. We actually have had a bit of a population boon here. What are we low on? Food again? Food and logs. Food and logs. Food's looking alright to me. Once this hunting lodge gets up, which we just need builders to get to work on now, we'll have another hunter start working down here, and this should hopefully supplement our food production a little bit more. As of right now, we are approaching 30 population. We just had another child, if you were watching our ledger in the top right tick up. That's good news. Winter is approaching, and we've reached the production limit on basically everything. That's why we have more laborers, I guess. Someone just die? Our population did just go down a little bit. It's fine, though. I don't know if you died of old age or what. We have like a 71-year-old living by himself. Why don't you impregnate a fertile young lady and help us get some more workers for our population, please? God, the gall of some people. So selfish. Now, this should be done very, very shortly. Put one hunter over here. And hopefully this will start producing enough venison to get us through the next little bit. How many coats do we have anyway? Coats. 53 stored clothes. That's pretty alright. I think clothes trade for like 12? Still not that much from a trading post, but that's okay. I think we're doing substantially better than I thought we would after the tornado. Still substantially worse than I thought we would in the first few episodes, though. Or first episode and a half, I guess. Let's see how our hunter's doing over here. 0. Alright, well, you know, Rome wasn't built in a day. We do have that storage barn that he can deposit all his food in. Finally, that might be something that's useful for us. Because as of right now, it's certainly not. Okay, reserve of food is low. Food is low. That's becoming quite a consistent refrain here. It's alright, though. And I really need to prioritize some new buildings or just, like, ramp up production of something. Probably food is what we should focus on because that seems to be the sore spot so far, and a healthy and happy population reproduces faster. I could get a small field of crops. I could make an orchard. If we have wheat, we could actually use wheat for food and for brewing. Maybe it is time to get crops going here. They don't provide very much food, but, you know, one field, one farmer, decent food production, doesn't take any time to build. Could be useful. We'll see, I guess. As of right now, we're definitely going to have enough food to get us through the late winter here. Sure, it's way later than we waited to build crops last time, so I think this is an okay idea for us here. It's late winter's about to end, so I'm just going to pop down like a 14 by 10 crop field of peppers. Okay, we don't have wheat. We'll have to buy seeds later. That's fine. For right now, one worker on this farm seems like an okay idea. And at least this will provide some more diverse food sources. It probably won't provide very much food, but, you know, a fairly guaranteed food source is just a supplement at this point, which is great. Now, we're not low on anything but food right now, right? Yeah, just food. That's good. Has our hunter started producing yet? Hey, he actually had a pretty okay finish to the season last season. Now we're just waiting for our population to go up a little bit more. And probably by the summer or so, we will stop this video and start anew later. Really, this Gatherer's Hut has been so good for me, but I should maybe move it into the interior a little bit more, but it's hard to complain about this. How about this one? Remember, this produced so little for a while. It's getting up there now. I mean, it only produced like 124 in one season, and now we got over 124 just in mushrooms. So as this forest develops and dies and develops and dies, hopefully we'll get way more food production out of that. So that was an easy way to improve our efficiency there if it actually works. And we do have one more worker now. Where should I dedicate that worker to working? Good question. Might want to have a second farmer, honestly. But we probably only need one for a field of this size. I don't think we can justify having another, like an orchard or something yet. I don't think we need that yet, even though we are just totally wasting this tavern here. Instead, I just put them to work on the quarry, mining some more stone. That's okay. Now, we probably do want to build some more houses, honestly. I know that it's happening pretty rapidly, and you might think I'm an idiot for building this many houses, but our population, we seem to be in fairly good harmony with one another. I'm trying to make sure that this house is like in a suitable position. And we have more than enough resources to get that done and make sure our population continues to grow. All of our houses are like full, except for houses with, you know, retired empty nest citizens here. And as they die, we'll have to build less houses because, well, let's be honest, you know, we'll just move the carcass out and then the young people can move in and start doing their business. So our population, we might want to stop building houses a little bit. This is my thinking after this one, because our rather elderly population that lived through the tornado, they'll pass away and then their houses will become open to, let's be honest, with a bunch of horny young people, basically. Hopefully we manage to harvest this in time, and we'll have a little bit of extra food for the winter. It's not that the winter is necessarily the worst time for us usually. How about this one? Hey, this is actually a really good hunting cabin with only one hunter. It's producing roughly on the same level, maybe even a little bit better than this one that we have going on up here. But hopefully this new forester's lodge is going to result in more animals being kind of coming into this area. And the health of our citizens has improved. The happiness is still not there, but the health has improved. So the harvest should be coming in here very shortly. And I guess once the harvest is complete, that's where we'll end up stopping this video. I'm just going to take a sip of water here. I feel like I've been talking for a long time. I'm invested in this game now. It's going well. Now, of course, that can change pretty drastically, but it is really like a really good beginner's tip to not focus on crops first. Just focus on actually being able to produce food from hunting, fishing, and gathering. That's going to drastically change things. Please harvest this. Why are you not harvesting this? Do I need a second farmer? It's early autumn. 100% yield. It doesn't get any better. Start taking these peppers down, lady. Oh, thank you. So I don't think this is going to produce a ton for us. We can see it as it goes up here. Might be like 500 peppers, maybe. It's all right. Got to wait for our population to grow a little bit more. We have some children that will be reaching age soon. I think age 10 is where they start to be able to actually like work for us. So we got a few years to go for a lot of these people. It's okay, though. Maybe we want to build another house and just get crazy. Nobody's living in our boarding house right now. And there's no inventory. If there was inventory, I would have been so pissed. But please tell me you can actually harvest this all. I could attach another farmer to this project, but I'd rather not. Where is she going? She's dropping her food off at this storage barn over here. No wonder she's losing so much food so quickly. I hate to do this because we've been just wasting storage barns, but clearly we need to have a storage barn over here as well. Otherwise, this is never going to get harvested. Do we have the resources necessary to make this? We do. We're going to lose, like, all of our peppers. But, you know, lesson learned. At least we know now that we want to have a storage barn right next to our crops. Otherwise, we're going to end up in a truly terrible position as our crops wither and die here. Way to go! Who's our farmer here? I'm clicking on you. I'm clicking on you. Who are you? You're too fast. Okay, you know what? Pause. I want to name and shame you. Citizen Laniel. Not so great on the happiness, huh? Maybe you'd be happier if you didn't let our whole town down by refusing to harvest those peppers in a timely fashion. Also my fault for not getting the storage barn up. But in any case, population continues to grow, except for those two that we just lost for some reason. I guess because they became children again in reverse Peter Pan syndrome. As always, thanks for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. If you did, make sure to show your support by clicking the like button. It helps out a great deal. And of course, subscribe if you want to see more Banished in the future. Again, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.